Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Okay, Mr. Cartwright, is this you? Okay, case number 25S01288SM. People City, Michigan versus Charlton Cartwright.
Good morning.
Okay.
Greg on behalf of Mr. Cartwright, who was mine.
All right, Mr. Cartwright, tell us your name. All right, good morning. So, okay, Mr. Cartwright, February 18th, you pled, let's see, no contest here to this charge of domestic violence. And looks like we had needed a PSI was for March the 30th, but then on March the 14th, I guess something happened somewhere in the middle because you got arraigned. I don't know what happened on March the 14th for a bond violation. Let's see. Bond was denied given the allegations. It's the new Southfield Police incident number. So that's what we're dealing with today. I don't have the Southfield Police report. Well, yes, I do hear that. All right, let's see. Attempted to bring a firearm through the security into work. Contacted by Wayne County Airport Police, who notified Southfield that this was a bond violence. Well, let's see. I'm pretty sure we normally have a possess no weapons, and that is on the bond form that was signed by the defendant on December 27th of 2025. So the allegation here, sir, is that on March the 13th, you were arrested at Wayne County Metropolitan Airport. Their authorities apparently allegedly saw you bringing in a firearm or caught you bringing in a firearm through the employee checkpoint, and you got a citation for that, which was a alleged violation of the bond here. How would you like to proceed on this? Oh, let me tell you this. Of course, with a bond violation, I could do numerous things. I could revoke your bond, which right now there is no bond, so I could continue that. And I could continue whatever conditions there are. I could change that and give you some kind of monetary bond, keep the conditions the same, or I could add or change the conditions, keep the monetary part the same, or I could lower the monetary part and also change the conditions, or I could just, basically do nothing to it, keep it how it is, basically. So there's many things I could do as a result of this alleged violation. So, having said that, do you know how he'd like to proceed?
Yeah, sure. We do know how we would like.
How would he like?
Your Honor, we would like for you to reinstate Mr. Cartwright's bond.
Oh,
We would
okay.
like to provide.
Is he pleading guilty then? Is that what he doing?
Your Honor, yes, Your Honor.
To the violation?
Yes, be a violation. We don't,
Okay.
mistake that, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, we'll let you allocute on his behalf once he does that. So, sir, is that right? You want to waive your right to have a violation hearing and plead guilty to the bond violation of possessing a firearm? Anybody force you, threaten you? Been promised anything at all? And you understand the possible penalties involved with this violation? And you still wish to plead guilty. So you did have a firearm in your possession on March 13, 2026 at the Detroit Metro Airport in violation of the court's no firearm order. Then that's sufficient for me, and I'll accept this plea. And I find that it is freely and instantly, voluntarily, and knowingly made. Where was he going with a firearm?
Your Honor.
Well, Your Honor, I told him not to have one. But he not only has one, he has nerve to take it into the airport? Like that would be a problem?
Yes, Your Honor. So we do have an explanation.
Okay, well, what is it?
So gracious. As I see what happened, Your Honor. Since the last time we were here, Mr. Cartwright actually got a job. Well, we recalled it, but he didn't have one at the time. He did get a job at the airport. And on the day in question, Your Honor, he's called into work early. He was running late. He grabbed the wrong bag. He thought it was his work bag, rushing out of the house. Went to work because he knows he's not supposed to take a firearm to the airport, Your Honor, where he works. And unfortunately, once he got there, went through the employee exit, going through the security, and that's when it was discovered, Your Honor. It was very careless, very negligent on his part.
So the bag that he takes to work looks exactly like this other bag, and he just grabbed it. He don't have any way to distinguish what his work bag looked like.
Yeah, Your Honor, in his defense, he's been moving back into his parents' home, and his parents are in here, his mom, dad, and sister. And so it was a little bit of carelessness.
Okay, well, let's just give him that. Why has he got a firearm in the bag anyway? At home, that he was such that he took the wrong bag. You're not supposed to have it. Matter of fact, now one of the things he's gonna do is, if he ever gets out, he's gonna turn his firearm into the police department.
We don't have it, Your Honor.
They kept it. Okay, good.
Can I just add one more back to the scenario, just for the trigger report? When the firearm was initially given back to Mr. Cartwright, it was not given to him on the day in question, which brought us here initially. They gave it to his father, and his father was supposed to put it up. Unfortunately, I know it's a lot.
My mother was supposed to put it up.
Yeah,
How did it get back to him?
because it didn't get locked up in his.
Okay, no, that's he can't follow directions, and he's relying on his family to do it, and they not doing it.
Relying on his family, Your Honor. I can't speak to all the other things, but Your Honor, it was honest. He did have a CPL, and thank God they only gave him an infraction for it.
Sir, this is a domestic violence case. No, if you understand how serious a domestic violence allegation is, whether it's a push, which people don't seem to think is a big deal, to a severe beat down, it's serious. And people get killed in these domestic situations all the time. I hear the survivors' family stories, even when they've gone and been gone for a while, working with domestic violence shelters such as Haven. They had somebody stalked out well after shouldn't have been an issue and killed. So I don't know if you understand how serious not having a firearm is in this type of a charge. It's serious. There is no room for, oh, I picked up the wrong bag, because you shouldn't have had it in the wrong bag. If somebody gave you this firearm bag, you knew you weren't supposed to have it. The police should have kept it locked. You should have turned it into the police, and they should have kept it locked up till this case was over. That's what should have happened. I don't know how your dad got involved in it, but it's not his responsibility because he's not you. But somehow he didn't help you. He dropped the ball on it too. He wasn't supposed to be nowhere near you. And how did, and I know if they gave it to you, they didn't put it in the bag that you would have thought was your work bag. You had to do that. And then grab, quote, the wrong bag. I mean, you got to make it make sense. And that's the only way that makes any sense. So you knew you had it. And that's a violation of the order. That makes you dangerous. Even though you don't think you're dangerous, you're dangerous. And then you got to let that sink in. People wish to be heard on this.
I'll just echo what you've already said. This is a really serious violation of the bond terms, just the possession of the weapon alone, let alone taking it into an airport.
I believe it was a mistake that he took her to the airport. I can believe that, especially if he just got a job there and he knows better. But he shouldn't have had it in the first place. That's what I don't get. It's like people that get, all of these charges and they're drunk driving and under the influence of whatever. And then they've got liquor charges on top of that. And then you find out they don't have a license in the first place. They should have never been in the car. Could have been resisting the police too. None of the charges would have even been there had they just not driven, which they knew they weren't supposed to. It's sort of like that.
Your Honor, I'd ask that the court fashion a sentence that matches the severity of the bond violation. It's been the request.
Right now, he has no bond.
If I may, we will ask Sharon that you do reinstate his bond.
I'm not reinstating nobody. This is stupid to me that somebody would do this and purposely violate my order, not by taking it to the airport, but just by still having it. So no, I'm not reinstating anything. That's like a no penalty.
Well, no, Your Honor, we do believe that you could modify the bond conditions and
I could give him a bond. She gave him no bond.
give him a bond, Your Honor, and provide a monetary amount.
He got a $2,000 personal bond. You think he getting that? He's not getting that.
2,000 with 10% off. We're only 2 weeks on the reporting case will actually be dismissed and you'll be sentenced, Your Honor.
Oh, well, then maybe it should stay there then, so he can think about it. Because I don't know if the case is going to get dismissed or not.
I didn't say dismissed, I said dispensed.
Oh, dispensed.
Sentence coming up. And he has did everything he's supposed to do up to this point. We don't take the situation.
$25,000 cash or surety bond.
10% of that, yeah.
Nope. He got to go get a bondsman. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, Charlton had a bond, said no weapons in your hand, but he strolled through the airport, the smoothest in the land. He hit the employee line, feeling quite all right, till the TSA found a heater in his bag that night. He said, "Judge, it's the wrong bag."
But the bond is blown.
Now he's making Detroit music on a jailhouse phone.